For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. God's ways and man's ways, two different things. The way God thinks is different from the way we think. What God sees is different from what we see. And that could corroborate the adage in Yoruba that says, anywhere, it says, that which an elder sees while sitting, even lying down, even the child should climb the tallest of Iroko trees, he or she will never see. God's will in our life is that which should supersede every other way, supersede our own will as well. But do we really accept His will? No, we don't, because accepting God's will entails is filled with difficulties. We want our own will to prevail at all times. And that is also part of what we're talking about today, part of relationship. When you are praying for a man or a woman who you want to spend the rest of your life with, you place before God all the qualities you need from Him, all the qualities you need about Him. You want a woman that prays, you want a man of God, you want a woman who is of good character and life, this and that, this and that. Yes, they are very wonderful things. And that is the prayer of every one of us. So that our home will be peaceful and that there will be joy in abundance. But do we consider God's will? God's will for us is the best. And God answers our prayers in the way we don't know. God is not a magician. And that is why He says, my ways are not your ways. He answers our prayers even the way we don't even see them. We want Him to do it the way we want. I pray for money. Yeah, God will give you money immediately. He is not a magician. What if that money is going to give you trouble? Money is good, but forget not that the Bible also says that the money, the love of it is the root of all evil. So in your relationship, what kind of prayer or what kind of how do I put it now? What kind of letter do you write to God? Are you ready to surrender to His will after making your own request? Remember the Lord Himself in Matthew chapter 26. He said, Lord, when He was praying, He was even scared that He was sweating, and the Bible tells us He sweating the blood. He prayed that the cause should pass away, but He said no, He surrendered to the will of God. Oh, that prophet, including Prophet Muhammad of the Muslim, he surrendered to, because if they did not surrender to God's will, their ministry will not be fruitful and nothing will come out of it. They followed God's ways. Same thing in your relationship. Accept His will. It's going to be difficult. You pray for a man or a woman of good character, and I'm sure God will answer you that way. But do not forget to add God's will to it. Let His will be done. And do not judge a man or a woman when you see him or her. Many have lost, many prayers have been answered, but due to our own selfishness, we fail to recognize what God has done for us. We fail to recognize the man and the woman God has brought before us. Probably the man that God brought to us is not equal to our standard educationally. Or probably, he's a divorcee, or he doesn't, his pocket is not full enough to take care of me. Oh, he's not a man of God, he's not a prayer warrior. Those are good qualities. I pray that will be a portion. But at the same time, don't forget that that prayer warrior, that man with his pocket full, that woman who is also a human being. You will agree with me, there are many men of God and many women of God who got married today, that the men and women of God, they become something beast in the family after marriage. There are many who are wealthy today, tomorrow they change. How do you pray? Pray for the will of God to supersede your will. Not as I will. Remember that word, not as I will, but as you will. Let the will of God be done in your relationship. And when you are seeking for a man, when you are asking God for a woman, let His will prevail. That is yours. Not everybody that goes to church are men of God or women of God. They are the first in Sunday. They are the first to call on a salat when you go for prayers in the morning. But many of them are just lip service. Their hearts are very far from God. They are the one who in fact guilty of domestic violence. They are the one guilty of adultery. They are the one guilty of all vices. But in the church, they are the saints. In the mosque, they need prayers. Probably that single mother will be the woman who will give you joy all the days of your life. Not that single beautiful lady with curves. She might be your downfall. But that woman, that short woman who has given birth to one or two, might be the one who is going to give you joy and will also even lead you closer to God. So I will urge you out there, my brothers and sisters, as you are asking God for a future, asking God for a woman or a man, present all those qualities, but try as much as you can. Pray for spirit of discernment as well, so that when the man whom you pray for, the woman whom you pray for comes before you, you'll be able to see that this is the man. Regardless of what he's made of, whether his education is equal to yours, or whether he has money, or whether single or been married before, let the will of God supersede you. Pray for the spirit of discernment. Remember also in the book of Psalm, 1 Psalm chapter 16, when God wanted to anoint the seven. The seven sons represent, all the sons represented. God said, no, I don't want them. And God said, no, men judge with physical, like physical appearance, but God looks into the heart matters. And I also say it is not that which goes into a man that makes him impure, it is that which comes out of him. So when you pray to God, like I said, pray for the spirit of discernment. And pray that the will of God should supersede yours in making the choice of a man or a woman who will not spend. And I'm sure as you make your prayers, as you present them before God in the morning, afternoon, midday, or midnight, when you go to mosque to pray, I'm sure God whom you called with faith will answer you. And that man whom you have prayed for, that woman whom you have prayed for, God will bring that one. And I pray that you'll be able to God will open your eyes to see. Not that which you have at the back of your mind. You want a tall, lanky man with six packs. Yeah, they are good. But I pray that God will open your eyes to see that, oh, is that tall, lanky man with 7 packs mine? Oh, is that beautiful sister with different curves mine? Do not be carried away. You can link on to our YouTube. Subscribe if you have not. You see our topics there, we talk about beauty. And that God reminds me, you watching, you have not subscribed to us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next week, I'm going to say, remain blessed and focused. Pray your prayer.